Ooh, yeah.
I actually love different anchors for different reasons. Growing up, I didn't watch that much news. I only started getting interested in news maybe 7, 8 years ago. I'm a huge fan of Fiona Bruce of BBC. She's not the most bubbly out there anchor, but she's got a calm demeanor. And she tells you a story and you get it. You know, she's so calming. So I like Fiona Bruce, BBC. But my absolute favorite is Rosemary Church, CNN. That Australian. She's perfect. Like, can you make a mistake, Rosemary Church? Please. So I listen to her a lot. I watch her pacing a lot, her tone, her voice, how she carries herself. So you never know. I could be her in like what, 3 years.
She a balance up, like the light girl. She a balance up, like the candle. She a light it up.
I didn't actually grow up loving this. I didn't actually think about it. Not that I hated it, but then about 4 years ago I was approached to do news and it didn't work for me. The timing was wrong because I was starting to do entertainment shows for Channel O and I thought, huh? But then they planted a seed, so I kept thinking about it and I started researching. I read up a lot on politics and business, and I thought someday I don't mind ending up there. So it might have not. It wasn't really a vision until 4 years ago. So I guess it worked out.
Let me hold you slowly.
Hardest question, but you know, for some reason, when you're the one doing the stuff, you find a way. Because now I have a radio show from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. What I do is that I wake up at 5 a.m. Sounds weird, but yeah, I do. Do your research. I read newspapers, I read online magazines, blogs, I watch the news, and just to get informed. So till about 8 a.m. I'm done. I've read up on what's happening in the States, on different continents actually, and then I'm good. Then I come to work by 9:30, then I do my show from 10 to 3, then, you know, I have my other prep, then I do the news. So it's not as hectic as everyone thinks it is. You find time. Somehow you end up balancing it. You prioritize, you know the times you don't sleep. Life. Because I feel like I will do this for 2 years if I give advice. There's just so much to learn. What I've learned in the last couple of weeks training for my news and actually getting on air is that just be open to advice. Be open to criticism. Many times we're very sensitive when someone tells you, Flavia, I think you're good, but then you really don't want to hear whatever comes after but you know, be very open to knowledge, learn a lot more, ask questions, you know, don't be afraid to actually take in and say, oh, maybe that was a mistake. Accept it, change it. A career in journalism is a definite. I actually didn't study journalism because I didn't think I needed to. I thought, talent. You would be surprised. It's us who actually fall flat on our faces. So if you're going to take a career in journalism, I'd say don't be afraid to learn and don't be afraid to listen. Would that have to be something that has happened in my life? Big news? You know, every single career milestone in my life sticks out. Why? Because it's always perfect timing, you know? It's always perfect timing. When Big Brother came, it was at a time when I thought, I'd love to be on a big stage. Boom, it happened. News, I was thinking, I'd love to mature and grow my career, and boom, it happened. So I think every milestone that I've had in my career is a big news story and actually sticks out because of timing. You know, I'm coming into news without a big background or education in journalism and news. I when I did public relations, which has a bit of minors in broadcasting, so I know a few things here and there. And I've been told, a friend of mine said, please don't read a sad story and put a smile on your face. I know! But then coming from radio, it's pretty hard to do TV again because I was so used to being outside, nobody sees you. So you gesture with your hands a lot. You smile because when you smile, your voice sounds different. Could you tell? So it's going to be very hard adjusting to television and to news, because when you read a story, the president has said this, you're either serious or you have to follow the emotions. Now, you're taught in news not to take sides in the story, if I can just say that. So if I'm talking about a political story, I don't belong on this side or on this side. I'm just reporting the news. So it helps to probably not be too emotional or less emotional, because you're reporting the news. You're telling someone a story. You're not taking a side. So I guess that can be, you know, a good lesson to help me tweak that. How long it took to get used to the teleprompter? Yeah, you never get used to the teleprompter, first of all. I only use the teleprompter when I'm doing live shows in entertainment, because, you know, it's you speak word line for line, sort of. So, but then those are like 4 lines. In news it's longer, but sometimes, like yesterday I did my news and the prompter went off. So I was like, you know, so you never get used to the teleprompter, but you know, they match your speeds. It's not as hard as it really looks, but you need to be quick in case it just goes off. You need to just go with the flow. So I don't think you get used to it. Maybe someday, who knows. I'm always cheerful. Maybe because the rest of my life is depressing. But you know, I get very nervous. I'm probably the person who, after 12, 13 years in the industry, still gets nervous. So when I'm on air and I feel like I'm starting to shake, I'm like, good evening. You know, it helps you when you smile at people, that you kind of loosen up. So I guess that's why I'm always cheerful and bubbly, because it helps me calm myself down, and hopefully makes the other person watching or listening get comfortable with you. So that's why. The secret, love wins. Bye.